Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian DeCassi here, aka Jetterbro95, coming at you guys with another video. Today we got some Marshawn Lynch gameplay for you guys. Now, he was a Sugar Rush Part 1 Master. Now, this card, Marshawn Lynch, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I feel about this card. On one hand, I think it's great, and I'm happy to see it's in the game because it's Marshawn Lynch. But on the other hand, I really just don't think he does anything differently compared to his AKA, or not his AKA, his Ghosts of Mutt card. In terms of, this card, it's really good. 99 speed, acceleration, 96 agility, 98 change of direction, 97 trucking, 99 trucking, 97 break tackle. But in terms of, the ability setup and whatnot on this Marshawn Lynch, it's really not different from his Zero Chill Ghost of Madden card, because he gets both tank and bruiser again for 1 AP. However, for some reason this time around, they decided to give us free tank and 1 AP bruiser. Can't get both in the same bucket for 0, or can't get both of them for 0, which I think is a kind of an L overall. And on top of that, the rest of his abilities just aren't that good. He does get short and elite for free, which it can be useful. Tank for 0 is nice. Bruiser for 0 in this bucket only is nice for the 0 AP. And then 0 AP goal line back is good. But obviously the best one out of this is tank. Clearly the best one out of this, at least for me, is tank. And then in this bucket, you get 1 AP return man, evasive, and bruiser. Now, you can get 1 AP return man, evasive, and bruiser in his third regular bucket here. So, you can do bruiser, evasive, and tank for 2 AP if you really want to. But why would you invest 2 AP in a running back when you need things like short and elite and short out elites on your team? Now, if you have the spare AP on your offense, I'd say go nuts. But me personally, I don't, because I'm still using DK. I did not pick up Devin Hester. I don't acknowledge him as a Seahawk whatsoever. In my opinion, he is a Fugazi Seahawk, like how Joe Flacco is a Fugazi Eagle. He does not deserve to be recognized as one. But I'm still using DK for the most part. So I'm using 3 AP on DK, and I need that short out elite for, the separation on the routes, and also in case I play a press man guy and I'm not relying solely on Doug Baldwin to beat his man straight down the field. So, yeah, but overall, again, I don't know how I feel about this Marshawn Lynch. Obviously, he's going to stay on the team because, for me personally, how I do my theme teams is, super, not super strict, but, obviously, Seahawks legends are going to be prioritized, and Lynch is a Seahawks legend. I just don't know how I'm going to go about using him for the rest of the year, if that makes sense, because I do like the 1 AP, the free tank. I do like that. I'm not a fan of the 1 AP bruiser, you know what I mean? I don't think we got really anything on defense. No, we don't have anything on defense. So with that being said, though, guys, enjoy the gameplay. Alright, we're good. Alright, as we enter the top 3, my opponents is Gronk, Scary Terry, and Russell Wilson. And then for myself, it is Jerry Rice, Doug Baldwin, and Bobby Wagner. So starting on defense first, my apologies. Totally forgot I started on defense in this game. I do these games post-com for those of you that are new to the channel. And, I edit out the game and, whatever afterwards. So, pardon me. Excuse me, I apologize. Second and 2 here, tries the corner out to Gronk, but Reek breaks it up with his deep out KO. So third and 2 here from the 33-yard line. Tries an RPO for some reason. Keeps it with the quarterback and ends up taking a hit with Bruce Irvin for some reason. I don't know why, but he decided to do that. So 4th and 3, obviously trying to play shade underneath here. Trying to make sure we get him, tackle him short. We do get the tackle on K9, and we actually do drop him short. So first down. After that turnover on downs at the 34-yard line. Now, obviously in this game, I do want to get the ball to Marshawn Lynch. I have him as my workhorse back this game. As you see, that's why I have the X Factor on him. Normally, when I do that, I try to get my gameplays for the running backs that I am trying to showcase, which today ended up being, obviously, Lynch. Now, I actually do like this Lynch. Don't get me wrong. I still think he is very, very good overall. As you see right here, we actually take a big hit from Jamal Adams, but luckily we were able to hold on to the ball because he actually he actually hit me with his X Factor. I didn't realize till it was Jamal Adams that hit me afterwards until right now. But you see another handoff here, trying to get to the outside. We don't get there. So 4th and 5 here with no huddle for some reason. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. My thought process in this situation was a little bit weird. I should have just taken the 3. I don't know why I decided to go for it on 4th and 5. Just take the points, Adrian. But we get it right back there with Jamal Adams getting the interception on the cover 2. So yeah, whatever. We're right back in business. But yeah, so obviously wanted to get the ball to Marshawn Lynch as much as possible. You know, have him as my workhorse back today in this gameplay, which, you know, I've gotten away from doing that. You know, you guys know at the beginning of the year, I was a workhorse back type of player. Now that I have a hot route master on like Russell Wilson, for example, or on a quarterback in general, for the Seahawks team, I don't feel the need to have a workhorse back. I can have a duo now, which has actually been, you know, pretty well for me. I've actually figured out a good balance for it. Right here, we get Jerry Rice on the zig route. He actually does get 5 yards on the play and gets out of bounds. So 2nd and 5 here, you know, definitely trying some different stuff under center. You know, wanting to keep him off balance just a little bit because, you know, obviously under center, you know, especially in the Rams offense, has a lot of good run plays. You know, they have a lot of outside zone. They got a lot of inside zone. They're mainly a zone scheme run play team, which, I mean, they are that way in real life. So 2nd and goal, scramble out of the pocket a little bit. Hit Jimmy Graham on the over the ball route. 3rd and goal here. Hand the ball off to Lynch on the goal line. Does not get in. He actually gets stood up by Quandre Diggs. As you can see, I'm pretty PO'd about that. 4th and goal here. He does actually get stopped in the goal line. And again, as you can see, I am pretty PO'd about that as well. So 1st and 10, right here, trying to tackle him with Bobby Wagner. For some reason, K9 breaks Bobby Wagner's tackle, which I just didn't understand how Bobby Wagner gets stood up and gets his tackle broken, but Marshawn Lynch couldn't power into the end zone. But, I mean, maybe he had a secure tackler tackling me. I don't know. Right here, 2nd and 9, he tries the corner route there. We had a seam flat on Shaquille Griffin. He absolutely just doesn't play that very well. But 3rd and 9 here, he tries the deep ball to Drake London, Tariq Woolen right there to intercept it in his outside third. Yeah, thank God. You know, thank God we got the ball back. I was kind of frustrated that we didn't score with Marshawn. Right there, he almost got the ball with Ed Reed. I was actually very surprised how close he was to picking off that pass. So 1st and goal here from the 6. Again, trying to just use a little bit of misdirection, trying to shift the numbers over a little bit from one side of the field to the other, so that way I can, you know, get some form of, like, you know, I guess opening in the middle of the second level. But right here, he actually sent a blitz on that, and he actually does get the sack. So 3rd and goal here, definitely trying to find a way to get some points. You know, definitely should have been illegal contact there. He did look like he bumped into the receiver bumped into the defensive back. I don't know, but whatever. So we take our 3. Now he's got a minute left, and he's got 1 timeout. So obviously he's trying to get down. This person's trying to get down the field. I do believe this was actually a Seahawks team for the most part. I think he had some like players. Like I know Scary Terry was in the top 3, but you know I don't know if he had. Pardon me. I don't know if he had Sidney Rice. I don't know if he had Doug Baldwin or whatnot. Right here, Sherman just gets beat on an outside third, just straight down the middle of the field on a streak. Right here, 2nd and goal again. He tries that RPO once again, but this time John Randall is the one who sniffs it out. RPOs and like read options and whatnot, you're really not going to get me with them because I set my defense to conservative more often than not. Right here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter now, Jamal Adams takes another hit to DK Metcalf. We actually do get 8 on the play, so 2nd and 2, trying to throw the ball, you know, definitely don't get there. 3rd and 2, I thought he was going to be playing some like cover 3 or some shit, so I kind of folded on this play call, so that's my own fault on that. Had a little bit of a network issue there, but we're all right. So 4th and 2 coming up here. He obviously is playing shaded under man, trying to shade inside. We actually do find the Baldwin on the slant, and he fights through traffic on Tariq, and he picks up the first. So new set of downs, 2nd and 9 here after a 1-yard run, I believe. Right here, we just kicked a quick throw to Baldwin because we were about to take a sack if we don't. So we do take the throw to Baldwin there. 1st and 10 here from the 34. Another play action. I probably had the touchdown to Jimmy Graham deep down the middle of the field, but I didn't throw it because I was kind of afraid that the safeties would have been back there to make the play. Right here, once again, 1st and 10. Quick little flat route to Jerry on the play action bootleg. So now we're at a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, throw to quick flats to Lynch. You know, he does break a tackle with the hit stick, so there is that. for him. So, you know, the tank does actually work. Right here, Marshawn, we find a little bit of gap in the backside, I think the front side C or D gap, and we're able to get down to the 2-yard line. And then on 1st and goal from the 2, we actually just give the ball to Marshawn Lynch, and he gets into the end zone. But, yeah, as I was saying with Marshawn Lynch, overall, I think this card is really, really good. Like, I don't think he's bad. My confusion, though, is just what I'm going to do with him for the rest of the year. Is he going to be like starting under center back for the rest of the year, or am I going to be demoting him to like 3rd down back at some play in some ways? You know, but I wouldn't even say like in the system, in the scheme that I run, I wouldn't even say he's a 3rd down back. I would just say he's like a backup running back or like a 1A 1B type of back scenario, because me personally, I try to split the formations and the carries as evenly as I can with my running backs. So 1st and 10 here from the 31, he does the quick flat to K9. So speaking of K9, hopefully he gets his new card soon. It would be nice to get a new K9 card relatively fast. You know, he does need a new one. So 2nd and 3 coming up here. He does this little motion over stuff. You know, that little like play where you motion over the running back to the other side of the field, and then you either do an RPO type of thing. You know, there is that type of stuff. So 1st and goal here from the 6-yard line. You know, definitely wanting to, you know, get a stop here. He does actually hand the ball off to Lynch this time, and he actually does get down to the 2-yard line. But in this play here, we actually do get him pretty hard on this one. So he tries that same little shit again. Now, I actually did get to press just in time, and we actually pick him off because I had a feeling he was going to throw that. And we tried taking off for a pick 6, and that actually ends the game. He ends up quitting right there. So hope you guys did enjoy the video. My final thoughts on Lynch, as I said, you know, he's good. I definitely do like him. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him for the rest of the year, because he does get free tank. I just wish he got free bruiser as well. But, you know, the tank bruiser combo is 1 AP again for some reason, because what I don't get is his Ghost of Madden card has 1 AP tank and 0 AP bruiser, but like his new Easter card has it reversed. Like, I don't understand it, but I mean, whatever. I'm not really gonna complain about it too much, because ultimately I get a free tank basically, which is essentially the small goal, which I'm very happy about. But as I said, that is the end of the video. Tomorrow, I don't know if it's gonna be Lions or if it's gonna be Patriots, but we'll figure it out. But I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.